on the phone right now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Colin West, owner of Synergy Wrestling. Colin, what's going on, my friend?
That is the most formal introduction I think I've ever gotten in my life since that night we don't talk about with the sirens and the police and everything. But that's another story for another time. I'm doing really good. How are you guys?
Very well, sir. Thank you for taking the time to call in and hang out with us.
Hey, I'm doing very well, Colin. This is Tristan Law here, and I'm glad that we have you here. Not this Friday, September 20th.
Yep.
Synergy turns two years old. So it's going to be at the Polish Falcons Club and Bar. It's at 140 Falcon Road in Hillsborough, New Jersey, guys. There's going to be a 70s, 90s party. So any of us 80s baby out there, it's going to be something that you definitely want to participate in.
Actually, I went and found my old clothes from high school.
Do they still fit?
Oh, hell yeah, they do.
I'm actually going to be in Florida visiting my other niece who I haven't seen, so I'm going to be unable to be there.
Boo.
But guys, you can get tickets from synergywrestling.com, or if you're one of our ramblers that don't live close by, you can actually tune in live on Fight TV, right, Colin?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the fight debut. I'm thrilled, thanks to GoPro Wrestling, which is a super, super good production company up here in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
They hooked us up with the connection to Fight, and Fight looked at us and said, you don't suck that hard. You could probably make it work. So here we are, and I'm thrilled about it. I really am. I was saying to the boys, this is the last promise at the first show that I made to the locker room. I said that we were going to do a couple of things, and to be able to check the last one off the list for stage one, which is getting live streaming on a place that's as dope and well-traveled as Fight, I feel really, really good about.
And the best thing, too, Colin, is that if anybody's never purchased anything on Fight TV, I do want to let all the other Ramblers know that on Fight TV, Brian, sometimes when you purchase something for the first time, they may give you a coupon.
Ooh, coupons.
Yeah, so you might get a coupon through Fight TV, so you can use that for something else, or you may be able to use it for Synergy Wrestling's #2 or their second show. Colin, the poster says, the poster for the show says retro games. So here's what I want to know. What's your favorite pro wrestling retro video game of all time?
Oh, man. All right, the one that hooked me in, because I was the only idiot that got a Genesis instead of a Super Nintendo.
Oh, no, I'm one of those idiots. I got a Genesis before. That's the only thing my mother could get me was a Genesis.
So you know that we got the bootleg version of every Super Nintendo game that was really good.
Yeah, we did.
Like, we didn't get Turtles in time. We got Hyperstone Heist.
We got Hyperstone Heist instead of Turtles. Yep. Yep, I remember that.
That first Royal Rumble game was great. Look, there's two that everybody names. Everybody loves No Mercy.
Yes.
But I was a Here Comes the Pain guy.
Really?
I was
Okay.
a SmackDown Here Comes the Pain guy. I thought it was fun. I liked the backstage stuff. And Raw 2 for Xbox was not bad for original Xbox 5. So those are me. That's me.
I never played that Raw for the original Xbox, but No Mercy's definitely one of my favorite games. You know, I even go back WCW World Tour for Nintendo 64.
Yep, I remember World Tour.
Yeah,
Yep.
WCW NWO Revenge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Not like that one WCW game that they did where it was like everything was backstage.
Oh God.
Yeah, as we say in the wrestling business, Brian.
What was it? Backstage Assault.
Backstage Assault.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Backstage Assault.
Yeah.
As we say in the wrestling business, Brian, that was the shits.
Yeah, No Mercy is the game that the boys play. Like, that's the workers wrestling video game.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Like, all my guys get together once a year and have a cash buy-in
Really?
No Mercy tournament.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and it gets real heated. You get like Eric Corvus and Darius Carter and KTB and all them in a room playing No Mercy. It gets real heated. Like, it gets real heated real quick.
Let me tell you, I used to be the man in No Mercy. So, like, you know, if I know Darius really well, and I've been in locker rooms with Eric with Corvus when he was Corvus Fair. So, I mean, if any of them want to take a beating on No Mercy, I'm always ready.
You know what the funny thing is?
My dude. Somewhere Corvus just got triggered and does not know why. Like, that's my boy. That's my dude. And he and Darius take their No Mercy real serious. They almost came to blows 2 years ago.
Really?
Because Corvus took a tournament win by countout. And,
Such a heel. He's a heel.
Listen, man. If you heel out on Darius Carter, there's problems. You know what I'm saying? So it's always real fun, and I'm the shits at it. Pardon the language.
It's all right.
It's fine. We're under it, brother. You got nothing to worry about.
If you need a 16th guy in the tournament to come in 16th, I'm your dude. So I'll sit back and do commentary after that and love my life, because these guys tear each other to pieces on some No Mercy.
One of our ramblers checked in, and he said that you guys, meaning the Genesis people, you guys got Mortal Kombat with blood.
That is true.
He's right.
We got Mortal Kombat with blood.
Very true. That is very, very true. But trust me when I tell you, like, it's not worth it, dude. Like, when you get NBA Jam Tournament Edition, and we don't,
oh my God! I actually was playing that this weekend.
Dude, I can't. Like to the point where, like, I walk into Yestercades in Red Bank and I see all the games that, like, arcade cabinets that didn't get converted to Genesis.
Yeah.
And I just weep. I just openly weep. Grown man sobbing while children run around me. Some,
Mommy, why is that old man crying?
Why is that old dude crying? Because he's crying because he didn't have a childhood. Oh.
So for
this old man's crying because he's old, and I don't know when that happened. Here we are.
Me too. Don't worry, Colin.
So for Synergy, Synergy turns 2, you guys, Colin, have Rhino versus Brandon Kirk, with Bill Alfonso as the referee. He's the referee from ECW.
The ECW referee, yes.
You guys have a 3-way between LSG, Eric Corvus, and Preacher, who I know pretty well.
Okay.
My question to you, Colin, is who do you predict will win the 3-way match, and why?
Okay, I love that match. Like, that's a super Jersey match. Like, Tristan, it's funny because, like, I don't know you, but I know you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of deal. So Preach and Corvus Sphere go back a long, long way, over a decade, back to those DWO days.
Yes, sir. I was the
that
champion.
Kind of stuff. And then LSG came into the mix, and LSG would go up to and out to the original Beyond Warehouse shows with Corvus Sphere.
Yeah, I know those.
These three always have kind of crossed paths, but this triple threat has never really happened, and, like, everybody's background kind of ties in. Like, LSG credits Corvus for a lot of his early success in making the connections, and Corvus was in the ring when Preacher broke his neck. So, like, these guys go back a long way, and they've got a lot of tangled history, and I just kind of felt like if we were going to go live on Fight and we were going to broadcast to a bunch of different people, that I needed a Jersey match on a Jersey show.
Fair enough.
So, like I said, I love Preach. I respect everything he's done for this business. Eric Corvus is probably my best friend in this business, and that's shoot. I love the man.
Okay.
But if I'm looking at the guy who's on a tear right now, the guy who's starting to make waves and get noticed in Ring of Honor, the guy who's wrestling top-tier competition every weekend, I gotta go LSG on this one, just on gut.
Okay.
Fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you that it's Synergy's second birthday party. It's his second birthday party.
Second birthday party, yeah.
And it's 90s themed, so if you show up, I think that you should dress 90s all the way. Okay, so bring out your Zubaz. Is Zubaz 90s or 80s, Brian?
Zubaz was 90s.
Okay, bring out your Zubaz. It's going to be at 140 Falcon Road in Hillsborough, New Jersey. The 90s party's at 7 p.m. and the bell time is at 8. So people, you can get your tickets from synergywrestling.com, or you can tune in live on Fight TV. There'll be a cash bar, and honestly, I hope the nectar of our childhood, Colin, is going to be there. And I'm assuming that you're an 80s baby. The nectar of our childhood, of my childhood, was Sunny D. Will Sunny D be at the bar?
You know what? I'm going to put it on the list.
Because it has to be something to mix the vodka with. That's all I want to say.
Sunny D just made the list.
Sunny D and vodka.
Wait.
Look,
Excuse me?
I'm cool with that. I mean, look, now I'm thinking about it. You make a screwdriver with Sunny D.
Hello.
That's true.
Sunrise with Sunny D.
Hello.
Oh man. All right. We might have to come up with a '90s cocktail.
There you go.
That doesn't have Zima in it.
Oh, please, God, no Zima. For the love of God, no Zima.
Listen, with a last name like yours, you understand, man. I have bought in. I'm a 36-year-old man, and the claw is the law.
Of course.
My friend, the claw is the law. So Zima can kick rocks. It's White Claw or bust, man.
Oh God, no! White Claw, really?
You never had a White Claw, Brian?
Oh
White
God,
Claw,
no!
man.
Oh God!
Brian, you
I
look like
grew
a White
up
Claw kind of
drinking
man.
I was boring, man. I was a boring kid. I grew up drinking regular seltzer water with nothing in it. So when Claws hit,
Ugh.
oh, dude.
I'm a whiskey man.
Oh,
Sorry.
dude, I'll bathe in it. I will do the backstroke in some White Claw.
So
It's
you can be
on.
bought off with like a case of White Claw.
Yeah, not a variety. See, this is the only negative that I got about the White Claw is that the variety pack is hot trash stratus. It is not. It's not up to snuff. You got to put the better flavors in there.
Okay.
So
But you throw me a 12 with like some black cherry and some ruby grapefruit, and I'm with you.
Okay.
We could talk business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on the show, Colin, you guys got Bobby Orlando and Jeff Cannonball. They're going to eat cake together.
Ooh.
Yes. So just like a pro wrestling contract signing or wedding, nothing is going to go wrong.
Nothing. Nothing's gonna go wrong at all.
Nothing could possibly.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
could possibly go wrong.
So
I mean, you're just dealing with one guy who is a deathmatch vegan,
Yeah, he is.
and another guy who believes that a stuffed goat is his biological son.
And
So
that's
there's
okay.
really nothing that could possibly go wrong.
No, nothing at all.
So what's the story? What's the backstory between those two guys?
You know what? Honestly, there's not a whole ton of backstory. It's just Jeff Cannonball and I go back a couple of years, and I love Jeff and his fiancee Tara Calloway, who does the dropkick depression thing. And Jeff, I've learned, loves two things. He likes really hot food. Like he does a hot sauce show on YouTube called The Flaming Table, which I really suggest you check out. He's had Tremont on there, Falaba, bunch of really cool people. But the other thing I know about Jeff Cannonball is he likes really weird dudes. Like, the weirder you are, the better friends you're going to be with him. And when he found out that we were going to book Bobby Orlando, he's like, I just want to, like, sit down and eat cake with him. So I'm a moron, and I booked it.
Why not?
Nothing wrong
so
with
they're gonna
booking
eat
that.
cake.
What kind of party
Yeah.
would it be without cake?
I know,
agree.
right?
And that
Right?
the hot sauce show sounds really cool. Let me tell you, I
does.
love hot foods.
Oh yeah, you do.
It's real good. It's real good. And, like, for real, Jeff Cannonball, Tara Calloway, they adopted a three-legged cat named Felix. And if the wrestler they have on the show doesn't complete all the hot sauces, they have to cut a promo putting over the three-legged cat. So it is, I'm telling you,
Wow.
watch
that's
the
great.
Flaming Table. It's
Flaming
really
Table.
good stuff. And it's just the weirdest assortment of wrestlers that you could possibly think of. Like, it's a ton of fun.
Like I hear Fabala, I'm like, I want to watch it because I'm a fan of his
Oh.
work. So
Yeah.
Flaming Table.
Alaba's on there, Tremont, Jimmy Lyon's on there. I'm missing people. CPA is on there from Creative Pro. There's a ton of people.
Wow.
And I think he's making a new season, so keep on the lookout for that.
I will definitely will.
Well, Ramblers, I just want you guys to keep in mind that Synergy Pro Wrestling is on Facebook and Twitter. You can find them and like them right now. Synergy Wrestle. That's what you're going to look for. Synergy Wrestle. Just make it one word. Colin, last one for me.
And I got
Yeah.
one too, unless you stole it.
And this is going to be a tough one. Synergy Pro Wrestling opened in 2017. So this is your second year. Congrats. What has been your biggest obstacle in the past 24 months?
Myself, because I'm a crazy person. No, but really, like, biggest obstacle in the last 2 years has been waking up some dead towns, honestly, and being a guy. I never expected to own a company. I came in as a co-owner, and through circumstances, this has become my baby, and I love it to death. If you told me I was going to be a full-fledged promoter by the end of 2019, I wouldn't have believed you. But you learn things that you didn't know. Like, if a promotion has come through a town before and done the town dirty or done the town wrong or ripped somebody off, you can't just go in there and put on a show because nobody in that town wants your wrestling.
That's correct.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, to them, you got to deal with the average person who, if you showed them a picture of one of the most famous wrestlers on the planet, they couldn't name him, or they could be like, "Oh, that's that guy who was in that movie with that other guy."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, who maybe knows who The Rock is, you know? So you know, to them, if you come in and you do a wrestling show, for all they know, you're the same guy because they don't understand
Yeah.
that there's dozens and dozens of promotions in one state. So kind of cleaning up the image for a lot of people in pro wrestling. And also, I guess the second one would be proving that we deserve to be here. You know, that we want to be here because the people who do know wrestling just see a state like Jersey and go, well, there's 30 promotions here. Why are you any different? Or are you just going to be another cosplay Vince McMahon?
Right.
Yeah.
Or are you just going to be another guy who rips off Cody? Or are you going to be a guy who rips off GCW or beyond?
Right.
Yeah.
So just kind of carving out our own niche and showing people that we are something different. And we are using some names that you know, but we're using them very differently than people have used them in the past. You know, you want to come see Matt Tremont work family friendly? Come do it.
Yeah.
That's who we are. And I love my boys. I love my women. I love my roster. I've been really blessed to work with some of my favorite people in the business, but also work with Rhino and Jazz and
Ooh.
Matt Stryker and Samu and just people that I've always wanted to work with. So it's this really cool mix for me too.
Can I tell you an embarrassing story about the time I met Matt Stryker?
Uh-oh.
So
Oh, we all have one, I think.
So they were there. So those of you guys that don't know, there's a professional wrestling book that was released. It's like a little handbook, Brian, and it's pretty much it coaches you on wrestling, and it was made by Les Thatcher,
Okay.
and it had what's the British announcer from NXT?
Nigel McGuinness.
Nigel McGuinness is in the book.
Okay.
And so is Matt Stryker.
Okay.
So I worked the show in Brooklyn in the baseball stadium in Coney Island.
Okay.
Yep. This was maybe like 2009.
Okay.
And Matt Stryker was on the show. I was excited to meet Matt Stryker.
Okay.
Because I've used this book to coach myself and train myself at the wrestling school. It was a required book at BWO, at Body Slam Wrestling
So
School.
it was required reading.
Yes, it was required reading, something
Okay.
you had to have. So I went and I said, hey, Matt, my name is Tristan Law. I've been wrestling for about 3 years up in New York. And, I got your book and, and I read it every day and I use it to help me work out. He goes, wrong Matt Stryker, kid. Yep.
Wow.
So there were two Matt Strykers.
Oh, I love it.
Wow. That's wow. I feel embarrassed for you.
It's all right.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever met him since then. I don't. He might remember. Wow, that kid think I was the other Matt Stryker.
Were there two Matt Strikers?
I guess there was.
I guess so. Wow.
What you got, Brian?
So I have
I
one.
love that stuff. I do. Stryker's a great dude. Like,
Yes.
Stryker, I've worked with him 3 times now, and the first time that I ever worked with him, I was lucky enough to just be on another promotion and just do commentary and sit in on a seminar. And I probably learned more from Stryker doing commentary with him for 30 minutes than I've learned from most other people in the last 8 years.
Wow.
I mean, and he
It's
did.
incredible.
And that's good for you as well too, because Matt Stryker sat there doing, what was it, ECW,
He did ECW.
and
Yeah.
he had Vincent,
Oh, yeah.
and he had Vince McMahon in his ear, I'm sure.
Yeah, he did. I assume McMahon was in his ear. I assume. So you've been a pro wrestling fan for God knows how long. You've worked in the business. What in the last, I'm going to say 10, 15 years, what changes have happened that you've liked and what you've disliked?
A lot of guys who are older than me will say, I hate that the business has gotten easier to get into, but I can't say that because I've benefited from it. You know what I'm saying? What I do, I'm not going to talk about what I like and what I hate. I'm going to talk about the things that mean something to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to kind of take a different slant. This is the first generation of guys and women, men and women, that I've seen, that I've known, that are making it.
Okay.
And that to me, like, I've gotten to, I know New LAX, the Puerto Ricanos, whoever you're talking about, whatever you want to call them. I've known them, tangentially, so, like, I don't know them directly, but I've met them several times and been in locker rooms with them.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still that sense of pride when they make it, because I know I'm closer to their boys, their family, like Monster Mac.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to see and hear Monster Mac talk about his kids like that. Magic, the guy who helped train them, talk about his kids like that. That's really cool. And to see like people that I'm really happy to say, you know, are friends of mine. You know, people that I love, like Anthony Green, go out and open the Evolve special on the WWE Network.
Yep.
Like, it's not about me saying, look at how many people I know. Isn't that cool? Did I put myself over? Spo, mark. It's not about that. It's just like, I'm going to be a promoter and occasionally a commentator and a manager. That's my lane in this business. But I can't pretend that when I was an 8-year-old, I didn't want to be a pro wrestler real bad.
Yep.
So the 8-year-old that's a part of me, when I see a kid who I know has been busting his ass, like Jordan Oliver,
Yes.
get in the PWI 500, people can say whatever they want about that list, and half of them are going to be right. But I know Jordan Oliver for shoot made it in that PWI 500 without politicking anybody. And to see how much that meant to a kid who's been working real hard for it, that's the best stuff, man. And as far as like the negatives, I don't have time for it. I really don't. Like, and that's such a cop-out answer, but I don't, because like you can get weighed down by the negatives in this business real quick.
Yeah.
Amen.
Like
Amen to that.
I know entire companies that are succeeding right now out of pure spite because they hate other companies. And I'm like, man, I don't want to be that guy. Like, I could real easy, but like, I promised my boys and I promised the people who come to Synergy shows that I'm not going to ever be that dude, and we're never going to operate out of that place. So if you want to say that I'm just very PC and whatever, that's cool. Fine. I'll be that. You know, but I'm just trying to remind people that wrestling's supposed to be fun, man. That's
Amen.
it. Like,
Amen
we
to
put on
that.
fun shows, dude. And it's cool to support, and it's cool to say, you know what? We're an independent promotion right now that's just trying to get as big as we can possibly get. And if somebody that works for us makes it past where we can get them right now, that's good for them. Go get your dream, man. So,
Man, that was a really good answer.
That was a really good answer.
Especially about the
what
part.
did I say? I blacked out. The whole thing.
Especially the part for me about Magic, because I know Magic.
Okay.
Oh my God,
Magic.
I love that dude. I can't say it enough. I'm sorry, Tristan.
No, you're
I
fine.
love that dude so much.
Colin, Magic is the guy. So BWO school used to actually be down the street from the studio, right in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey, and Magic was there on a Sunday with me. I used to go there on Sundays and work out, you know, because if the school's open 7 days a week, why not go as many days as you can?
Yep.
So I went there, and Magic was like, "Kid, you know how to do a backdrop?" And I'm like, "No." And I'm like, "No, I'm afraid to." Shit, what do you mean are you afraid? Let me show you do a backdrop. Oh, and he showed me the
that's a top 5 Magic impression, by the way. That's real good. That's real good.
And he showed me how to do the backdrop, and after the backdrop, he goes, "Kid, you took that good." So he goes, what do you have to say? I said, "Can I take it again?" The backdrop is my favorite move, and I credit Magic 100% for the reason why I can do the backdrop today, and why I try to stick the backdrop in every move. Me taking it, not giving it.
Oh, okay.
So
inevitably, when I get into the ring,
yeah, that's one of those guys. And I know we can't talk forever on this, but like, I could do another interview just about how much I love that dude. Magic is one of those guys that, like, Magic is the guy that you don't know that laid the foundation for everybody that you know and that you like right now.
Yes.
That's all I got to say.
100%. The past champion for Ring of Honor. God. He used to have braids and he cut his hair. He did Macho Man in TNA.
Jay Lethal.
Jay
Lethal, yes.
I get hit in the head. I forget names. Jay Lethal. He trained Jay Lethal.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he trained Jay Lethal.
Okay.
Magic was the first person I did Hurricane was. Magic goes, "You can do a Hurricane?" And I'm like,
Hurricane?
I was like, "Yeah, Magic."
A
Hurricane. I said, yeah, Magic, I could do I could do a Hurricanrana, and he went over that. But hey, Colin, it was great having you. I just want to say it was great, brother. You're welcome in the studio anytime.
Anytime you want, brother. Anytime.
I know Brian is trying to head down to the show and see you. I won't be in town. I'll be in Florida.
Boo.
But ladies and gentlemen, it's Synergy's 90s birthday party. It's their second anniversary. It's Friday, September 20th, 2019. The address is 140 Falcon Road, Hillsborough, New Jersey. It's at the Polish Falcons Club and Bar. There might be Sunny D and vodkas, people. The 90s party, I suggest for you to dress up. It's at 7 p.m. and the bell time is at 8. You can get your tickets right now at synergywrestling.com, or if you're unable to do that, tune in live on fight.tv. Colin, it was great having you, man. I definitely want to talk to you soon, man.
Yes, definitely. We'll have you come back to the show. Definitely come in the studio and shoot the proverbial shit with us.
All right, man. I'll get Cadova on the way. I'll shoot the literal shit with you. It'll be fine. It'll be good. I appreciate you guys. Keep killing it. Keep killing it. I love your show.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, brother.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon.